Hey there, this is Melissa Kennedy here, and I just want to take a few minutes to share with you today one of my favorite It Works products. And in fact, I'm going to do a little science experiment for you in just a few minutes. So I want to talk to you about our advanced formula fat fighter. So if you're anything like me, you might be somebody who has an extreme sweet tooth or who has those carb cravings. Now, I am so bad for that. I love to snack at night. I love my sweets. And I love the fact that this little product here allows me to indulge, because you know what? It's okay to indulge every once in a while. I love the fact that I can use the fat fighter to kind of counterbalance the bad side effects of those cravings that we all have. So I just want to tell you a little bit about it. What you're going to do first off is you're just going to take 2 of these fat fighters up to an hour after eating. And what this will do is it will actually absorb some of the fat and the carbs from your food so that your body doesn't. So it basically acts like a sponge, which is really cool. In fact, the fat fighter will fight up to about 1/3 of the fat in your highest fat meal. So just to put that into perspective for you, it will absorb up to 11 grams of butter or 19 grams of mayonnaise. So that's a lot of fat. It's made with something called the Neoputnia cactus. Now, you may never have heard of that before. What it is, it's a naturally based ingredient made from the prickly pear cactus family. And then, of course, an It Works proprietary blend. One of those ingredients being something you may have heard about recently called Garcinia cambogia, which is an amazing fat-fighting natural plant that we can use. And that is in our fat fighter. So what it does is it's going to, like I said, block some of the fat and carbs from your meals. It also helps to balance healthy blood glucose levels and to reduce your cravings, which is really cool. As I mentioned, it's designed to be taken up to an hour after your meal, so no meal planning whatsoever. And it's that cactus-based formula that I talked about, and it contains absolutely no shellfish, for those of you that are wondering. Now, one of the things that I love about it as well is that it works safely in the stomach versus working in the colon, which can be a little bit dangerous for our body and can cause some unpleasant side effects. And so there are similar products out there on the market that work in the same sort of way, but work in the colon and can cause those unpleasant side effects that we definitely don't want to happen. Alright, so I'm going to show you how this works. We're going to pretend this glass of water here is our stomach, and we're going to add some oil. It's just plain old vegetable oil. We're going to add that to the water, and we're going to pretend that is the fat from our meal. And it's sitting in there in our stomach waiting for our body to absorb it. So we're going to take those 2 fat fighters. I've crushed them up just for demonstrating. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. So now I just want you to watch what it does. Alright, so in just a few minutes you'll see what the fat fighter does. It's just sort of doing its thing right now. Alright, and there it goes. So you can see that it is actually grabbing the fat and absorbing it like a sponge. It's binding it together, and it is just dropping it to the bottom of the glass, and that's exactly what it's going to do in your stomach after you take it. So that's our fat fighter. I hope you've enjoyed my science experiment, and for more information about the Advanced Formula Fat Fighter, you can visit my website at the link listed below the video.